Okay, welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the stock market. First thing I'm going to show you is my trades for the day. $700 in profit. You know, I was up $1,100 at one point, and that's a funny looking 1,100. You can see over traded here today. 26 contracts, so it's 13 trades, way over traded. The market kind of surprised me today. I had some. Took advantage of the market long, of course, but there were some places where I was short and thought the market would pull back. It didn't. It was very bullish. So I had to quickly kind of close positions, jump back in long, kind of mitigate the situation. But anyway, overall, I'm not complaining. It was still a very profitable day. Let's take a look at the weekly, the daily, and the trades of the day on the charts. Okay, so here we are on the weekly chart. This is the S&P 500 futures that we're looking at here. Of course, we had, for the week, today's Monday, we already had a range of 54, which is a pretty good start for a Monday to already have a range of 54 compared to what we had in the past. So, a decent candlestick going on here. March 31st is still in play here. This week already, we hit all-time new highs at 49.56 here on the futures. So the market continues to be extremely bullish. Look at this. Only 1 week that was down. Absolutely amazing. This goes all the way back to really late October, right at the end of October. And it's been bullish ever since. And we're coming up on February. So, really nice run here, right? Let's see, October, November, December, January, four full months if my math is right. November, December... 3 full months, all of January going into February. So really, really nice. Yeah, a little more than that actually. So I think, for now, we just have to go with what the market's telling us. It continues to be bullish. We could see 5,000. I could see that happening. Let's take a look down here. We are a little bit elevated here. Not seriously elevated, but a little bit elevated. Just looking at these numbers here. 80 is not too bad on the weekly chart, to be honest. So there's room to go up there if the market wants to do that, obviously. And this is just saying, hey, we're not done here. This is kind of high here on the MACD 148. Definitely up in the higher range, one of the highest ranges we've seen. It's been higher before, but not by much. So this is pretty elevated here on a weekly chart. So I would think eventually the market's going to run out of gas. When that is, we're all going to have to wait and see how that plays out. But I do think we're going to see a market pullback into anywhere from this, like the second or third week of March, all the way to like the first week of April is kind of the time zone. And I just have it right here for March 31st. And I do expect we'll see a pullback into that. Okay, let's look at the daily. All right, so here we are on the daily. This was, of course, the 54.25 we saw in the weekly since today's Monday. All happened today. Got some divergence going on here. And the daily chart's sitting at 70 on the SMI, not particularly high. And the MACD's only at 57, so that's not particularly high either. 70 is kind of high, but not very high right here. So believe it or not, I think the market could go up even more. I told members I thought there'd be a pullback today. Boy, I was wrong about that. Market was very bullish right near kind of the end of the day. It just really took off. And even like I think from I think around 11:30 the market took a little pause, pulled back a little bit. But we'll look at that. We'll look at that here in a little bit. But yeah, it was a very bullish day, especially the second half of the day. Okay, out here you can see March 13th and March 19th on the weekly, the daily chart here. And then, just kind of looking out here on this green one, which I think is the first, is April 11, 14, and the 24th, okay. Yeah. So that green cycle that goes out there is like April 11th out there. Yeah, so really almost spans a whole month that we could see a big pullback in this area. So who knows, maybe it's up in here and starts doing this, yeah. How far down, I don't know, but I could see 300 points from 5,000 to 4,700. That probably could happen. Okay, something like this. Could be more, but we're not there yet. Market's still going to the moon for now. Okay, let's look at some of the intraday charts, and I'll talk about why I thought there were some really good trades. Okay, so here we are on the 5-minute chart. Now, obviously, there was this blast off here that happened. It's kind of really happened here at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then right exactly at 2 o'clock, which I thought the market was going to pull back a little bit right here at 2 o'clock. Oh my gosh, it just launched. I had to close a position right here and reverse and go long real quick and, made some money up in this area. But I had to kind of do some damage repair in here. But let's talk about some of the trades that they did to me that really stood out, that were really super obvious. This wasn't too obvious, right? This 2 o'clock thing, sometimes it just happens, right? You get just some big buyers start coming in and the market just goes nuts. And that's great. Nothing wrong with that. But it's not always predictable. So overnight, I think I was up like $450. So there was some opportunity overnight a little bit. You can see the overnight started right here. The market actually gapped down yesterday. Last night. Here was the previous Friday, and it gapped down to here. So this kind of surprised me over here. Because with this gap down, I thought that was a sign of weakness. My goodness, that's amazing. But anyway, I made some money in this area right up in here. And I made some scalps kind of throughout, like all the way from like that area over to about right here, and then the market kind of died out for a while. It's kind of hard to see because this is so huge over here. It makes everything look small. Well, let's see if we can blow this up a little bit. And then I'll talk about it more specifically intraday. Yeah, this is a little bit better. So I made some money in this area. I made some monies in these little pullbacks. I was just trading, small little trades in here. And I think I quit like right in this area. I might have tried something over in here, but basically it's this area right here from about, 6:30-ish my time till about 9:30. So it was like $450 worth of profit in here. I wasn't trying to extract every last bit of profit. I was just trading when I could. So I was up $450, coming into the morning, and my goals have been $1,000 a day. And like I said earlier, just over traded. But let's take a look at this trade right here. This was really nice. If you're up at 4 a.m. in the morning, this was exactly at 4 a.m. in the morning. That was a sweet little trade. Look at that. And it ran all the way up from about, it ran all the way from about 49.13-ish all the way up here to like 20, almost 21. So about 7 points. I figured there's a good 5 to 6 points worth of profit right here. This was a really nice trade. If you're up at those hours, especially for some of you guys and gals that are trading, you're overseas, you might be in Australia, you might be in Europe, wherever you're at, and your hours are different. You could take advantage of these overnight sessions sometimes in the futures. Okay, so that was a really nice trade right there. And that one was kind of obvious because you could see the things that bottomed out. You go long, you're good. Really nice. Okay, I think I got up like 6:30 my time right in here, and I traded this down into here. Made some money down into here. And this was 7:30 right here. Really nice. Look at this trade, guys. Let's zoom in on that. This trade is this is one of the best trades of the day. Let's see me get back over here. Yeah. So right here at 7:30, and you get the purple candlestick. And this thing was sweet. I mean, look at this. This was easy peasy. It just kept trucking along all the way up here. Again, this was 49.15, almost to 25. That's probably about 8 points. I figure 6 or 7 of this is pretty easy to get, okay? Pretty easy. And then there were just so many good trades today. Look at this one. This was at 10 to 9 my time. I think I was looking at the 15-minute chart waiting on this trade a little bit. And I waited and waited, waited, and it rolled over really nice right down into there. So even though you got the SMIs all choppy, the 15-minute chart really helped out with this trade. I just waited for this thing, and then finally it started giving it up. I only got a few hours of sleep, so in this area right here, I just let the market do its thing. I was sleeping here a little bit, and when I got up, I knew it was going to be something around 11:30. Sure enough, I went short somewhere in this area right here, coming off of this. I saw this. When I got up, I was over in this area somewhere, right in here. I saw this. I knew, again, I looked at the 15-minute chart. I said, oh, I'm not going to trade short right now because I could tell the 15-minute chart needs more time to mature. It did. It started to pull back, and I made some money right in here too. Like I said, out of all this trading, I was up like $1,100, and then I just got stupid. Stupid kicks in sometimes, and I made some really bad mistakes up in this area, thinking the market was going to pull back around the one, because I had a 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock cycle low on the hourly chart, which I thought was going to make good. And in this little area here, it looked like it was going to, and then it just blasted off. So kind of got caught out here a little bit. But those are the trades of the day. All of these were really good money makers. This one was easy peasy money maker. This was the easy peasy money maker. This one was a little more complicated, but I made money on it once it came down. I was sleeping, but this one was super easy. Gosh, look at this one. There were so many great trades today. So many great trades. So of the ones that are really super easy, this was super easy because of this. This one was pretty easy. You just had to wait a little bit for it. Okay, but it was pretty easy. That was a nice, profitable trade. Okay, let me get the crayon out and the eraser out and get rid of some of this junk. Okay. And then this one. All those, can you see how those are all the same setup? If if you're the type of person that only wants to trade long, just look for this kind of setup. You get the GITTIS plus indicator, you get the purple candlestick right here. I mean, I know this is all really small, and then the SMI starts to curl up. And by the way, for members, if you haven't watched the video in the GITTIS plus GITTIS only post channel, I just put a video in there, I think it was on Friday, of how to use the GITTIS plus indicator and basically a full featured video on how to use the indicators, okay, and be profitable. I mean, you're seeing I'm profitable almost every day. It's rare that I'm not profitable. All right, so I mean, you can see this setup was perfect. It's typical. Hits a bottom, you get the indicator kicks in, you go long, it curls up, you do your thing. Same thing here. SMI's at the bottom, you get an indicator, you have to wait. This one you had to wait a little bit. It looks like you had to wait about 15-20 minutes to make good. But that's why I say I always watch the SMI. Okay. And also you've got, as I mentioned before, you've got this HMI, the Hall Moving Average. So it turns green here, that green line. Okay. Let's zoom in on that a little bit. See if I can get this plate. There you go. That's much better, right? Okay, so we talked about this trade right here was super easy peasy. Boom. This one right here, super easy peasy, right? Both of them are just to the moon here. Okay. If you're used to going long, you don't like going short, there's your sweet opportunity. Even this one, though, you had to wait on a little bit. It was an excellent trade. Look at this. You just had to wait about 15-20 minutes. SMI rolls up. Boom. Those are 3 amazing trades right there. And you can see the purple candlesticks giving you, and of course that works in conjunction with the GITTIS plus indicator. They're happening at the same time. Okay, 1, 2, and 3 huge trades today. Of course, the end of the day was Monster Mash at like from 1 o'clock up to all the way to the end of the day. But I'm just letting you know that even if you didn't know that was coming, because I didn't know it was going to happen, you still could have made huge money today. There's no reason not to make a bunch of money today. I mean, don't do what I did and overtrade. Yes, I knew the market was hot. I just overtraded, Because anyway, those are the 3 trades to me on the 5-minute chart that really stood out super easy to make big money. Most days I'm super disciplined. I reach $1,000, that's it. I quit. I don't trade for the rest of the day. I don't care what the market's doing. Today I just got a little crazy and I paid the price. Okay, let's look at the 15-minute chart. I'm not sure there's anything on there, but there might be. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot on here as far as GITTIS plus indications. There was one on here last night, overnight, at like 12:30 at night. But that 5-minute chart was the one that was serving up the goods, man. That 5-minute chart was ripping today. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Ripping. It's going to be interesting to see. The market's about to, so I'm doing this video, the market's about to open here in a few minutes. I'm wondering what it's going to do. A quick peek at the hourly. Okay. Quick peek at the hourly here. Gotta get these out of the way here. That load, these loads never happened, unfortunately, but that's the way it goes sometimes. Let's see if I can delete this. You know, the hourly's kind of elevated here at 75. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens overnight here. Will we pull back down to this 49.30? Let me see. The 50's on. That's great. I got to turn some stuff off here. Okay, that's not on. We turn off the 288 here. And we can turn the 24-hour on. That's fine. Let's take a look at this. So I believe, yeah, that's the whole moving average. You can ignore that for a second. This right here is the 24-hour. It's way down here, like let's just call it 49.20, way down here. And the 50 is right below it at about 49.16 or 17. So, I mean, there's this huge, look at this. I mean, I'm not saying the market is going to pull back, but there's a big gap between this and where the averages are at. Now, these averages are probably going to come up, right? But I could see it coming down to 49.30, and we're all the way up here at 49.50. That's a 20-point drop. Is it going to happen all overnight? That I don't know. Is it going to happen at all? Not sure, but there's a lot of room for profit to the short side here if it's going to take. So my instincts tell me that there's going to be some kind of pullback overnight. Okay, so you want to become a member, that's great. There's a link in the description right below this video, and make sure you read those instructions very carefully. Once you do, click on the Discord link that's in the instructions. It's going to bring you over to this server, get a server. Click on server shop, and then this page right here is going to come up for $7.99. Guys and gals, it just really can't get any cheaper. Okay, it's crazy cheap. It's coin. I call it coin because it's so stupid cheap. You get the streaming charts. You saw really all the streaming charts today, the 5-minute, the 15-minute, 1 hour. All three of those charts, they have the Get Us Plus indicator on there. The 1 hour chart has the hourly cycles, which most days have been bang on. Today wasn't, but most days it's very good. Okay, so you get 3 charts streaming 5 days a week, 24 hours a day, basically. So if you join, just click on this channel down here, you get the streaming charts. And whenever that Get Us Plus indicator does get triggered, it sends an alert over to this channel. So even if you're not watching the stream, you can still get alerts on your app. You can load this Discord app on your desktop, Windows desktop, your laptop. You can put it on your mobile phone. If you're going to put it on your mobile device, like I said, make sure you read the instructions first, okay? So you can get alerts here. You just right-click on the channel and set notifications on, so it's really simple. And then there's alerts that also come in for all this. Gold, crude oil, top 30 stocks of the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, and there's some daily alerts in there too. Premium symbols, I put the symbols in here every day, Monday through Thursday, and I saw some good symbols in here on the futures. I think crude oil, something's going on with crude oil. For those guys and gals, if you're trading crude, you want to look at that, the futures file that's in here today. But there's also symbols in there for optionable stocks, symbols for industries, and symbols that might look like they're getting ready to be shorted. So there's can be anywhere from 2 to 4 files in this folder. In this channel. Okay. Sometimes I trade currency. If I do, there'll be something in there. If you want the nightly email, which includes the S&P 500 daily chart attached to the email, and then my opinion about what the market's going to do, then put your email in there. Okay, and you'll get the nightly email. Okay, solar activity, I track that for specific reasons to kind of help out with quite a few things. Fixed income, sometimes I trade that. Might be corporate bonds, might be other things. If I do, it'll be in there. And these are 2 of the channels we basically just members do a lot of chat in here, okay? All right, so you get all this, streaming charts and all this, nightly emails and everything here for $7.99, okay? All this is members only channel. The public cannot access these channels, only members. This channel is open to the public, but it's basically just a welcome to the server channel. Okay, last thing, rules. Please read the rules. Okay, I don't allow anybody to be disrespectful on the server. No nasty pictures or anything like that being posted. No nasty links. Please respect other people and play nice. If you don't, I'm going to warn you. If you keep doing it, I'm going to kick you. If you keep doing it after that, you're going to get banned. All right, so don't make me out to be the bad guy, but I will do it if I have to. Okay, so please be nice. And here's also the refund rules, and also in here is a disclaimer that I'm not a financial advisor. I don't give advice. Okay, I only give my opinion. This everything you're seeing here, and all the videos and everything in the chat, the Discord server, all of it's strictly my opinion. Okay. All right. Happy trading, everybody. God bless everybody. We'll talk to you all real soon again next time.